Hello there. In this short video, I'm going to be talking you through a primary packaging case. Okay, so we can see at the top, we're currently in the supplier inbox, and the case that I want to work on is this one here. So PSUP 14058, and we can see that this is a new product review request, and we've got all the details to do with the case underneath. Okay, so I'll click on working on it, and then the case will open and we can begin to put our information in for this primary packaging. Okay, so as we can see here, we've got the material footprint new product review request, as I said, 14058. We've got product details. So again, you've got information such as when it was submitted. We've got product code, product description, supplier product code, supplier name, product category, unit of measure, which as always is very important, and then supplier email. Now underneath this, we've got the material footprint submission section. So we'll start here. Is this the same product as another that you supply to Bunzl? Now, in this particular instance, it's a no, but if it was a yes, it will open up another field where you would enter the supplier code reference in this field here. But as I said, it's going to be a no for this one. Is the product bespoke? So I'm going to go with no on this particular instance. Now, the next bit is one or more subcomponents. Okay, so if you had a product that was made up of multiple components, I could click yes, and it would begin to open up these subcomponents. And in the ones next to it, you would pop in the information to say what that actual subcomponent was. Now, in this instance, it's not. It's actually just one component. So I would keep this as no, and we can see underneath here now, for material composition, we've just got the main component MC. Just to show you that again, if I was to click on yes there, we'll see we get subcomponent SC1 and so on and so forth, depending on how many you add in. Okay, so let's pop in the information for this product. So we're going to go with that it's a bag, just for example. Again, the information isn't really relevant. It's just what we're going to be entering in this particular example for you. Okay, so we've got plastic content for main component, so it would fall into that category. So we would say that in this particular instance, that is 100%. The material color is going to be clear. There we go. MC micron. Now, obviously, if you've got this information, please do enter it. We're going to say that it's 10 in this particular instance. MC recycling enabler. So let's have a look at this. Obviously, you've got UV detectable or not applicable. In this instance, it's NA. Then we've got plastic material type. So for this one, it's going to be HDPE. There we go. And we've also got the plastic material form. And as it's a bag, it's going to be flexible. Recycling disruptor then is going to be not applicable in this particular example, but obviously you've got carbon black, UV inks, varnish, and coating. There we go. So I've popped in all that information for the main component. All these other sections, obviously paper, composite, wood, other, are not relevant, so I can close those down. And down here, we've got the additional info for main component. So we can see here that it's got to make up 100%, and we can see we've got the weight, so it's kilogram, and this is very, very important. It's based on the unit of measure. So again, it's on our unit of measure. So obviously do that calculation where appropriate, and then you would pop in the relevant weight in there. So I'm going to say that's 1.5 kilograms. Again, you can add any additional information in there if it's appropriate, just pop it in that box and we'll get that sent through to us. You've also got the option to add supporting documents and images. So if I was to click on this little icon here, it would open up another box where I can choose the file to attach to this, and then I would simply click on upload and then it would attach it to that case. I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to click cancel. And then as we scroll down, that's that bit done. We've then got the environmental information. Okay, so we can see here we've got pre-consumed recycled content. So in this particular example, we have got 10%. Does the product have EN13432 or OK Home compost? So in this particular instance, it's going to be a no. But if you did have that information, then you could click on it and enter that information. So let's go with no. Pre-consumed recycled content type, or sorry, because I've put 10% in up here, it's actually asking me for a type, which is going to be regrind. There we go. EMC other certification. So let's have a look in here. We've got the option for global recycling standards, B Corp, other environmental certification. I'm going to put NA for this particular option. Then we've got EMC REACH compliance. So is it compliant or non-compliant? So I'm going to say it is REACH compliant in this particular instance again. Then we've got EMC post-consumer recycled content percentage. It's going to be 0%, so I can leave that as is. Then we've got the certified timber and paper option. You've got the options in here for your, obviously, for your FSC, PEFC, etc. It's going to be not applicable in this example. PFAS compliant, I'm going to say that it is compliant. And then again, you've got an option to upload any supporting documents or images. So certificates, for instance, you can click on that icon there and then go to choose file, upload it again like we did with the previous option, click upload and it'll be attached to the case. You've also got one final opportunity for the environmental performance bit to add some additional information. So you just pop that in there and that would get sent through to us. And then finally, you would pop in your name down here. So in this instance, I'll pop my name in there. And then you can submit the data to Bunzl. Obviously, if you filled half the information in and you need to go away and get the rest of the information, you can just save the current progress and it will sit in your inbox until you revisit. But in this particular instance, I've entered everything I need to enter today. So I'm going to click Submit Data to Bunzl, and that will send it across to us. Okay, you'll then get a summary screen to say that the information that you've entered, and then you can just check through and check that that's all okay. But for this video, that's it. So I hope that was useful for you. Obviously, if you've got any questions, then please do get in touch with us and we'll be happy to help. Thank you.